In today's news, Premier seeking referendum on same-sex marriage, with serious allegations raised against Director of Trade, who Christmas Village held in 1st District. And first couples retreat to be held in the BVI. And we also saw Anegada children treated to special skating day. But viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
Hun, it's asking for your password.
Huh?
You were logged out. I need the password.
BR.
What's the rest?
BRANDI, the number 4, EVER?
Who's Brandy?
We're like the password that isn't your ex-girlfriend's name. CG Insurance. Good like that.
I should have changed it.
You should have.
You're right. That's out.
That's 6.
That's out.
With worldwide medical coverage and affordable premiums, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
Well, welcome viewers to the Monday, December 19th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Well, leading to today's newscast, in a press conference earlier today, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley revealed that he is seeking to trigger the territory's first referendum to decide on the matter of legalizing same-sex marriage, as the decision is currently before the High Court threatens to force the territory in that direction. Well, according to Wheatley, the decision in which threatens to tear apart the social and religious fabric of societies relates to the case involving a same-sex couple comprising of 2 Virgin Islanders who are married abroad and have mounted a legal challenge to have their union legally recognized in the territory. Well, 284 News will explore this matter in depth in a subsequent newscast. Well, moving on to some breaking news where serious allegations have been raised against the Director of Trade, Mrs. Carrier Christopher, which according to reports from credible confidential sources has subsequently followed in the alleged submission of her resignation. This is according to documents observed by 284 News and information received from confidential sources, where it was revealed that the director is accused of engaging in 3 serious unethical practices that 284 News understands occurred on numerous occasions. On one of the allegations claims that the director entered the Department of Trade's database and edited the licenses of some trade license holders without applying due process. Reports further allege that in some instances the director also circumvented established protocols when exercising the aforementioned alleged practices. Well, some of the practices mentioned include the removal of conditions including site visits and the submission of the required environmental health report, which is said to have been done without justifiable documentation, or on some occasions without mentioning the removal of the conditions. Well, 284 News further understands that some of the licenses containing edits had the final approval of the director. Well, Christopher is also accused of editing several of her trade licenses by inserting new activities without executing the proper procedures and without the requisite documentation. Well, this practice is said to have cost the Department of Trade a loss in revenue, since the edits are said to have been done at no additional expense to the director. It is understood by our news station that an internal investigation was launched into the allegations, and they were presented to the director, who was given the opportunity to provide a written response to the claims. On the allegation of unjustifiably removing conditions from some clients' trade licenses, Christopher, in a response which was seen by 284 News in a document, said the practice is a norm for her as director, as she usually removes conditions or in some cases imposes them. She said the removal of an environmental health report condition is only done in cases of error or after communicating with the Environmental Health Division. As it relates to contacting some clients directly to collect trade licenses, Christopher pointed to the staff shortage in her department as one of the reasons for the practice, stating that she is involved at all levels of her department. The director also denied the allegation that she has in the past edited her own trade licenses, stating that she has never changed any of her licenses, nor has she ever engaged in any practice that was not sanctioned legally. She labeled the accusation as an attempt to assassinate her character and the reputation she has built over the past 8 years as the director of the Department of Trade. On the accusation of approving a trade license for a non-belonger, the director made reference to a specific case where she alluded to an amendment that was made to an already approved trade license for a construction business, stating that it was not one that was newly approved. She said once a trade license for a non-belonger is issued, her department deals with all amendments internally, a practice which she claims has occurred for years. But in this specific scenario, Christopher is observed stating that she expanded the services of the client's construction trade license to include plumbing, adding that it is associated with construction and saw nothing wrong with the decision. But Christopher said similar changes are known to be a norm and have been the practice over the years. Well, following the reports of the accusations, 284 News reached out to the Junior Minister for Trade, Honorable Shireen Flatts-Charles, to gain a comment on the matter. But while stating that she will not offer a comment on the reports, the Junior Minister did say that allegations of such nature under her watch will certainly be investigated. Well, 284 News also reached out to the Office of the Deputy Governor, which is responsible for public servants. The office noted that any reports of misconduct received are investigated in keeping with the Service Commissions Act 2011 and Service Commissions Regulations 2014. In response to whether an audit will be conducted into the Department of Trade, the Deputy Governor's office said, and I quote, "Audits are a normal approach to determining changes. Needed are areas where further evidence is required to conclude matters," end quote. Or whether Christopher will be sent on leave while investigations are launched into the allegations remain unclear. However, 284 News understands that following the submission of Christopher's June 2023 resignation, an effort is being made internally by some persons to have her reconsider that decision, with the possibility of having her transferred to another department. It is unclear whether Christopher's resignation is linked to the raised allegations or whether it is as a result of other unrelated matters, or more to come as the story continues to develop. Moving on, viewers, where the 1st District held its Christmas Village this past weekend, and 284 Media was on the ground to capture the event firsthand. Well, here's a recap of the activity.
Kapoon's Bay Field came to life on Saturday night for the 1st District Christmas Village, which invited residents of West End and beyond to bring out their whole family for a fun-filled traditional Virgin Islands Christmas. There, attendees were given a warm welcome and a festive caution from at-large Representative Neville Smith on the importance of keeping the Virgin Islands traditions alive.
I think this is a very good event. The fact that it's a community-minded something. This is the first time I see a community get together in a short space and try to pull out something like this. So I think we need to give them a round of applause. I am here as a large representative, but I'm not here in politics tonight. But I'm here to say that it's always good to see when a community can come together and work for one common goal, that's togetherness. And we have to continue working together all the time, not just for an event. So tonight I want it to be the beginning, the way I can see the community come up more often, where we can kind of merge the old and the young together. Because you see at that section over there with the culture, with all of the different things, I can guarantee you half of the young children here tonight don't even know what is a party. Okay? And so we need to make sure that we take each one of these young children over there tonight and show them all these stuff. I also learned tonight about some bush. There's a gentleman on the side of my left. The young children need to go across and listen to him and hear what some of these bush can do, instead of using all the medicine what the doctors give you sometimes, making us sick as well. All the medicine that the doctors use come from bush. So we need to get our children involved in the culture. So I want to encourage the children in the vicinity, in the neighborhood, learn from your elderly, learn from your elders. Do not disrespect them. Always go and hear what they have to say, because they have a vast amount of knowledge to share with us.
Despite a late start, it was an evening to remember that succeeded in meshing the modern-day joys of the holiday season with true BVI culture by way of some highly anticipated attractions, including a tart competition, a local drinks competition, a dumb bread demonstration, and a variety of tasty traditional food on sale. The children were also wonderfully entertained by the Christmas Village's Fun Zone, which brought out some of their favorite attractions and guaranteed hours of fun. While her peers engaged in the festivities, however, young entrepreneur Kiara Turnbull of KT Oils and Jewels was hoping to make an impact with her booth.
Well, I'm trying to make I'm trying to make over $100 and trying to make a profit. So I'm trying to sell a couple of things, seeing if I can make a couple of money, and probably, spend it on my family for Christmas.
The more senior members of the community were certainly not left out either. 284 Media spoke with a local proprietor who came out that day with his wife to spread word on their innovative recycling business.
As far as the turnout, as far as this reception is, it's a little iffy. We were expecting a little more. The business is not flowing as well as it should be. But we're satisfied. For me in particular, for my business, recycling done nice, it is not much of the sales. It is just the exposure to let people know from the BVI what we are doing here in the BVI, especially in the Long Bay, West End, Capoons Bay, area. So it is not much of a sale per se, but it's just the exposure, and we appreciate it, and we love everybody who come by and stop and say hello and look at and see what we are doing, so that hey, prospect is there. Later down the line, we might get your business.
And of course, the night would not be complete without some entertainment, which came in many forms that day. For 284 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Well, up next, first couples retreat to be held in the BVI, and Anegada children treated to special skating day. But these and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
Good job there, brother. All right. I'm surprised you're here.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Charles, it's been 60 years.
I wish it was 60 more.
Let it go.
No. You know what you did.
It was just ice cream. But you know what? It was delicious.
What?
We're like a family get-together without all the family drama.
What you gonna do?
CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media@cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Well, welcome back, viewers. Well, the British Virgin Islands is set to welcome its first ever couples retreat in February 2023. But the couples event, which is being hosted by the Black Love Retreat team, is slated to run from February 22nd to 26th and has already sparked international interest. It is expected to consist of trained couples therapists and a trauma expert who will be tasked with providing sessions aimed at healing and restoring relationships. Was speaking on the event in a recent interview with 284 News, licensed clinical social worker and integrated trauma therapist Chantal Doswell provided some insight on the event, which will be held at the Lambert Beach Resort on Tortola.
So we're going to try to balance out the experience with being space for you to connect, not just with your partner, but with the other couples who you're sharing this experience with. Part of the beauty of a group is that you're seeing other people who are going through similar experiences and getting a chance to kind of learn, not just from experts, but from lived wisdom and experience and similar people with similar issues and history, which is why a retreat for Black folks is also really helpful, because you're talking to people like you, right? In couples like you, with concerns like you. So you're not the only couple who's there. We've even been getting some responses from interracial couples wondering if that's okay. And I'm like, absolutely. If anybody needs deeper insight into what is a typical issue for a Black couple, an interracial couple, when you're like, is it because I'm Latina that I don't get this? Or like, what is happening? A group is a perfect setting to ask that kind of question, right? So we're not only doing workshops, so there will be workshops sort of in the morning and evenings most days. One day is gonna be our intimacy day, which means that we're gonna go just have a nice little yacht party, some beach, lunch, and then come back, do some tantric yoga and meditation. And then you get to go off with your partner and do with that what you wanna do with that.
But Doswell also spoke on how such an event can benefit couples in their healing process.
When you're hearing the same thing over and over and over and over, you're like, why don't we collect these people together in a group and just kind of give everybody what they need after this period? Because domestic violence went up, right? Foster care cases where children were being abused went up. There were more tension in couples and relationships. Divorces started to happen, right? And so even though a lot of people had babies over the pandemic, the stress from having a baby wasn't really in the normal context of what it would be like to have support and family around you. And so we're trying to address not just the need for generations for Black folks to have healthy relationships, but then specifically right now in this moment in time, trying to move from a place of we've been hurt, we've been traumatized, we've been sick, to a place of we're healed and connected a bit more, and we can use each other to help moving forward in that healing.
Meanwhile, Dr. Calista Cruikshank, who is a medical doctor and a yoga and meditation instructor, said she is looking forward to expanding the Black Love Retreat team with locals, as well as hosting the event on an annual basis.
It can only benefit the BVI, the people of the BVI. Next year is to be at Lambert. Who knows where it's going to be after that? We're always looking forward for persons who will join our team, who share the same vision, right? So it's an opportunity to market, it's an opportunity to innovate for other entrepreneurs to get on board, sponsorship,
absolutely,
branding. So it's literally a blank canvas right now, with room to grow. And because we're creating as we go along, the potential is limitless.
Our viewers, that full interview can be viewed on all 284 media platforms from tomorrow, Tuesday, December 20th at around 8 p.m. Moving on, viewers, where 284 Media took a special trip down to Pier Park on Friday to join children from Anegada who were enjoying a special treat arranged just for them that day. More in this report.
The children of Anegada were recently treated to a Christmas surprise by 9th District Representative Vincent Wheatley, who arranged that they be carried across to Tortola for a special skating session with Visor. As the children enjoyed, Wheatley shared his own joy on the activity with 284 News.
The residents often feel left out of most things. I always want to do more for the children. One year I did a boat trip to Guan Island before the pandemic, and I always said, any chance I get to bring the Anegada children out of Anegada to Tortola, to Virginia, or anywhere, I'm going to jump at the opportunity to do it. When Lorraine came to me and said, I have an idea, let's do a ring day for the Anegada children, I said, let's do it. And so today we sit right here. And I must thank Bobby Haas for letting the children ride for free. That was simply amazing. So here we are, the Anegada kids here at the rink at Pier Park, having a hell of a time. Not doing much skating, but having a good time anyway.
Lorraine Wheatley, the Anegada resident who sparked the idea, said it was born of recognizing that the children often have little to do on their holidays.
Every vacation, the children in Anegada, they basically are home all the time, not doing nothing. So I asked the district rep, the Honorable Vincent Wheatley, to see if he can work something out to get the skating rink open during the daytime so that the children could come and have some fun over in Tortola during the daytime during the ferry hours. And he was able to do that. And they're all here having fun, falling down, laughing. Some of them are getting it handled.
Wheatley also extended special thanks to Honorable Vincent Wheatley for bringing the idea to life, Vizart for facilitating their wish that day, and Bobby Hodge of Roadtown Fast Ferry for granting the children free passage to and from Tortola. For 284 News, I am Jacques Oding.
Well, up next, Trellis Bay Market 5th Christmas at the Bay, and St. Lucia pays severance to former LIAT workers, and also former USVI Governor Roy Schneider has died. But these stories when 284 News return.
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this thing like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
She? I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. When the Trellis Bay Market on Saturday held the 5th annual Christmas at the Bay, which saw Santa once again arriving via a dinghy, delivering gifts to children from around the Virgin Islands. The day was filled with entertainment as well as much to do for the family. Our Ron Grant has more.
The Trellis Bay Market on Saturday held the 5th annual Christmas at the Bay, which saw Santa coming in once again via a dinghy, delivering gifts to children from around the Virgin Islands. The day was filled with entertainment as well as much to do for the entire family.
Yes, it feels like Christmas. I'm happy to see everyone is out. Things rough, but we have life. And I think that the people are happy that COVID is kind of it slowed down, and so we are able to enjoy Christmas. And I think the people are happy, they are festive, and we give thanks for life.
Christmas is in the air. It's my first time at the Trellis Bay Market fun day for the kids, but let me tell you, it is in the air. I've been at the Christmas on Main Street, Christmas in Spanish Town, and what I'm happy about is the amount of local flavor. And we also have the tart wars, and of course, guava is the champion of the tarts. I'm sure you know about that. But guava is the champion, and pineapple come in a close second. But Christmas is in the air in the Virgin Islands, and we're so happy that persons are really getting into the spirit.
The family-friendly event has become a signature of the Trellis Bay Market. Molly Penn of the Trellis Bay Market spoke about the event.
We're here at the 5th annual Santa at the Bay at Trellis Bay Market Bar and Grill. This event started in 2017 when, after the BVI overall suffered a tremendous loss during the 2017 hurricanes of Irma and Maria. We took an initiative with Mark Levezzi and Trellis Bay Market Bar and Grill. We started that year to give out free gifts to kids in the community, just to lift their Christmas spirits up, of course. And now we are here at our 5th year giving free gifts to the kids in the community. As you can see behind of me, we have, I would say, up to 500 gifts. We have a bit in the back too, but once these are over, then, you know, the kids are here, the kids are ready to have some fun, and we are here for that.
Penn also spoke on the highly anticipated New Year's Eve party, which is a staple in the organization's calendar of events and one that the entire territory looks forward to. However, Penn said that it may not happen this year due to lack of sponsorship.
So for the New Year's, we usually have our traditional New Year's Eve party. Unfortunately, this year we are unable to have a wonderful 5-minute fireworks display. It's a bit sad because we know we do see a lot of persons coming out just to enjoy that event with their kids, with their family. This is the one location all along the beach in Tortola that families just come out on New Year's Eve to just ring in the new year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get enough sponsorship this year, so we are reaching out to the community to assist us. We are really trying to see if we could get some additional donors and some additional sponsors so we can even try to enhance our event a bit more. We are currently at 12,500, but we need to get to our budget of 28,500 to have that fireworks display for our community once again. So if you would like to contact us, the number is 284-341-6077, or you can send us an email at info@trellisbaymarket.com.
Reporting for 284 News, Ron Grant.
Well, moving on to some regional news, where the government of St. Lucia recently made good on its budgetary promise to deliver on severance pay to citizens who were terminated from their employment with the regional airline LIAT during the COVID-19 pandemic. But the historically cash-strapped airline took a severe blow when the COVID-19 pandemic brought all levels of tourism to a staggering halt, particularly as countries closed their borders. But this gave way to layoffs across the board as the airline subsequently came under administration. But the Office of the Prime Minister reported that the compensation package cost the country over $6.3 million. But the payment is said to have also included payments to former employees of garment company Majestic Industries, which ceased operations in St. Lucia in 2004 and exited without paying employees that they were legally due. But the monies were paid in the form of bond certificates from the government, which are cash redeemable, but can also be used as collateral in the process of securing loans. 47 people are said to have benefited from this initiative by St. Lucian government. Moving on to our final story and some sad news, where reports have confirmed that the former USVI Governor Roy Lester Schneider died at age 83 on Sunday, December 18, 2022 from health complications. For more on this report.
Reports have confirmed that former USVI Governor Roy Lester Schneider died at the age of 83 on Sunday, December 18, 2022 from health complications. Schneider was the 5th elected governor of the USVI and a respected physician to whom the Schneider Regional Medical Center in St. Thomas USVI is named in his honor. Dr. Schneider, who will receive a state funeral, served from January 2, 1995 to January 4, 1999 after being elected for one term. He served with then Lieutenant Governor Kenneth Mapp. Dr. Schneider was born on May 13, 1939 on St. Thomas. He attended Howard University and earned his medical bachelor's degree in 1965. He also enlisted in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War between 1966 and 1968, where he served as a medical advisor and surgeon between 1967 and 1968. Dr. Schneider was awarded a Bronze Star by the United States for his service. He was also awarded the Vietnamese Honor Medal First Class and Technical Service Honor Medal by the Republic of Vietnam during his service in the U.S. Army. Following his time in the military, Dr. Schneider returned home to Charlotte Amalie, where he practiced medicine. He was health commissioner at the VI Department of Health between 1977 and 1987, and then moved on to be elected governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Reporting for 284 News, Ron Grant.
Well, viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com. And like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.